Hello. So my brother keeps telling me I should do an intro, but I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do yet. So that's how we're going to start. Hello, like normal people. So my print finished over 13 hours. I think it said it was going to be 12 hours, 15 minutes, but in my experience, it's usually 10 to 20% longer than it's quoted. Don't know why that is. I guess because that G code's made for a different printer than this printer. Just a couple of things I'd like to sort of run through. So my previous knowledge prior to starting any 3D printing was almost zero. I'd heard about it, thought it was cool, and I needed a way to manufacture the underwater jetpack quickly and cheaply. So I bought the printer and just started playing around with it. Well, I say playing around, started printing my parts and learning from experience what works and what doesn't. And by messing around on the G code, I use Cura, the Ultimaker. By messing around on that and tweaking things and staring at the part for hours, you get a fairly good idea of what to change. With this part, you can see it's fairly shiny. Some of the layers are visible, and you get some like these little seam lines in the Z-axis there sometimes. That's no real big issue. The tolerances on it are pretty good for a 370 quid printer. And then so after I built the jetpack, or the underwater jetpack, I ended up winning the 3D Hubs competition, which is a 3D printing company. And that's kind of where I got a fair bit of press release and got a little bit hyped in the news and came out from there. Everyone's impressed that you managed to print all of that off a desktop printer, and really it just took time. I think overall some of the prints were coming off more than 50 hours long, so be running over several days, and then it takes maybe 6 hours to hand finish a big part. So you're sanding that down, filling in any imperfections with car body filler, and then spraying over it. I'll do a tutorial on that at some point, potentially when I next do a piece. I ended up at the Frankfurt show. That was interesting. I was asked to go there for some sort of awards. What was it? It was an innovation prize. So I thought, oh, that would be quite cool. I'll win that. I had a look at the competition. I was like, oh yeah, easy, fine, got it, done. So me and Phil, we went there. Went to the wrong airport, so it wasn't a great start. But we didn't know we were in the wrong airport because it was really foggy. So it sounds stupid, but it was really foggy. You couldn't see any other planes because of what we thought was because of the fog, but actually it turns out there was no other planes there. Anyway, so we got there. Long story short, I got beaten by a flute and a bath, which in my mind isn't very revolutionary or exciting, but they won the money and I didn't, so that's pretty much it. I think these are getting a bit long. I don't know who would want to watch these yet. Maybe in the future you guys will all come back and watch this like you would watch Jeff Bezos if he made videos back in the day. Who knows? Anything else? Outcome of test print. Oh no, there is something I wanted to cover. Why am I doing test prints? Well, quite simply, the first thing is size, just to make sure everything's the right size. In this case, the size part is of these grills at the front. So can I get my fingers in here and blend my fingers or not? That's always good. And then the second part is not too important for this, but proportions and everything look right. It's very different to having a part in real life than it is on CAD. Everything can be a lot bigger on CAD, whereas here, so once you print it out, it suddenly ends up a lot smaller. You can feel the strength of the part a lot more. You can do tests on that to see if maybe you don't need as much material as you got on there, so you can then end up reducing the amount of material, which I think we can do on this one. Take this down a little bit and then put some extra ribbing in on the outside and save a little bit of weight and material. Every little bit counts with this type of product. Not quite as much as F1, but you know, getting there. And that's pretty much it for this kind of part. But I'll cover anything else if and when we get to it. What I want to do next, I'm actually printing another intake to compare to, and my special part, the propulsion system, which is a longer print. It takes over a day to print on this printer, and yeah, I'm testing out a slightly different version of that, so that's what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. Right, this has dragged on long enough now, so bye.